Yo, what up? It's your boy Kareem Supreme Infinite. Little boys in the hood. Do y'all remember this? Jump. My boy is Kriss Kross. Yo, this album just turned 30. Yo, before I go on, man. Yo, R.I.P. to my boy Chris Kelly, a.k.a. Mac Daddy. He died of a drug overdose or a drug release. It was drug related. I don't know if it was an overdose or if his drug use caused health problems, but it was sad. He was only 34 years old. And when I was young, when I was 11, 12, they were like 12 and 13. So they were around my age. You know, when I was like 12, this album came out in 92. Yeah, they were like 13 going on 14, something like that. But they were my age, and I was jealous of these guys. Why? Because, you know, I was aspiring to be a rapper at a young age. I started writing rhymes when I was 9. By the time I was 11, I was pretty good. You know what I mean? So when they came out, I was jealous. I was like, man, these dudes don't even write their own rhymes. What I understand, Jermaine Dupri was writing their rhymes. And I was like, oh, man, you know. I was like, man, I could do that. You know, even though I hated on them, I still was jamming to their music. And I swear, every girl I dealt with, every young girl I liked back in those days, all of them had a Kriss Kross tape. Every girl I tried to kick it to, because everybody had Walkmans back in those days. Like how everybody got cell phones now. Back in those days, everybody had a Walkman. And every girl I was trying to kick it to would tell me they listening to Kriss Kross. I'd be like, hey, what you listening to? Kriss Kross. Kriss Kross. I'm like, damn. Whatever. That made me hate these dudes even more. But they were excellent. They were superb. I mean, they had their own style, clothes on backwards, and I swear I had this same New York Knicks baseball jersey. It was a baseball jersey. I had that same exact one. My mother bought it from TJ Maxx in 1992. Yeah, those were the style back then. They were the first rap group that I ever saw wear extremely baggy pants, because we wore a size bigger, but these dudes was wearing their clothes like 2 and 3 size bigger. I'm like, damn. Like at first I thought that was too much, but then the style just caught on. You can thank Kriss Kross for coming out with the extremely baggy clothes of the 90s, because they the ones who started that. They didn't start the pants sagging. The first person I saw sagging their pants was Biz Markie and Big Daddy Kane. But that extra baggy look, they had a lot to do with that. But that wearing the clothes backwards shit, that didn't last that long. I think kids did it for summer, and that was it. It was extremely uncomfortable, because I tried it a couple times. It's hard to go to the bathroom when you got your pants on backwards. You know what I mean? But that song Jump, I remember when I first heard it, I said I knew this was going to be a hit. It became a hit instantly. We didn't even know who sang that. We didn't even know who sang the song at first. We knew they were young, but we didn't know how young. We didn't know what they looked like. You know, back then, the radio played stuff that the video stations didn't play. So we knew that it was going to be a hit. Then they had Warm It Up, Chris. Then they had I Missed the Bus. And it's something that I'll never, ever do again. But the name Kriss Kross came from both of their names being Chris. You got Chris Kelly and Chris Smith. And the thing about it, you know what we used to say back in the days? We used to say that they were the younger version of Kid and Play. Because Kid and Play, both of those guys' names were Chris. Chris Smith, Chris Kelly, what was it? Chris Reed and Chris Martin. So Kid and Play, and plus one was brown skin and one was light skin. So he reminded us of Play, and he was like Kid, and both of their names was Chris. Did anybody peep that back in the days, or was it just us? You know, I'm from Rochester, New York, by the way. You know, we got our own way of thinking. But was that just us? Well, actually, was it just me? Because a lot of people here didn't think that until I brought it up. But yeah, you had two Krisses and Kriss Kross, two Krisses and Kid and Play, one brown skin, one light skinned nigga. And they had similar rhyme styles. You know? But yeah, this is one of my favorite childhood albums. Their second album, I think it was called The Bomb. It didn't really do too good. It did all right, but matter of fact, they had a song called All Right on it. It was all right, but you know, after that second album, they kind of like faded into obscurity because you had other young groups that had came out. I think Mobb Deep superseded everybody because Mobb Deep was some young teenagers too. You had Mobb Deep, Kriss Kross, The Youngsters, Illegal, you know, a few others, but I think when Mobb Deep came out with their second album, that just blew all the young rappers away. You know, Mobb Deep took it to a whole nother level. And they still taking it to next levels. You know, I remember one time a friend of mine said, I think the Youngsters will whoop Kriss Kross ass because the Youngsters, there was some young kids out of Philly. Some hardcore looking niggas. Yeah. So y'all get this album added to y'all collection. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm about to go jump. The Mac Daddy make you jump. Peace.